Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be going over 5 of the best niches to start going into when it comes to starting YouTube automation. So if you don't know me already, my name is John and I've been doing YouTube automation full-time for 4 years now, to the point where I live a comfortable life. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first niche we're going to go into is one that I preach a lot on my channel, and that's basketball. So with basketball, it's a pretty clear point of view as far as like what strategy to take on. I highly recommend going to sports that you're actually familiar with and starting a general sports channel. So something that we actually go over in our community is to start with a general sports channel. And let's say that if you do start a basketball channel, but for some reason hockey tends to be more trending, you won't be so kind of opposed to actually start posting hockey content on your basketball channel. But this in particular is a channel called Hoop Central. You can see that they have around 900,000 views, which is about like $4,000 to $6,000. Now, with that being said, they follow a very straightforward format as far as how their thumbnails look like. You can see here they have a blue background, and it's usually like a split screen style thumbnail, and they're targeting everything related to Caitlin Clark, who is currently trending right now in the WNBA. But it's a very straightforward 8-minute long video. So if you were to go into this niche, I would say take a look at Hoop Central. A lot of people, especially students in our community, when I do critique their channels, one of the things that tends to be wrong with their thumbnails is that they tend to have a black dominance thumbnail background. Whereas you can see here, it's pretty straightforward that this blue dominance background seems to be working. And alongside the thumbnail concept that's being applied to this channel, you want to make sure that you have shoulder up thumbnails being shown. So it's not full body thumbnails, but rather shoulder and emotional face being shown in the thumbnail. Again, it's a split screen style thumbnail. There's not a lot of commotion going on. It's a simple text and left side, right side. Text, left side, right side. If you want to follow content like this, take a look at this channel, Hoop Central. And one thing I do want to point out with the titling structure is that the titling structure follows a theme which I like to teach called the versus titling structure. So it usually involves two parties against one another. So in this first video here, the most recent one, you can see that it's Kennedy Carter versus ESPN. The second video, it's not really a versus structure, but if you move on to the third video, it's basically Caitlin Clark versus the WNBA. The one after that is Caitlin Clark versus Diana Taurasi. So the titling structure, the thing with people on YouTube is that they really like arguments. They like combat. They like when people are at feud with one another. So in the sports world, for someone who's been having a sports channel for close to over 4.5 years now, when you put one party versus another party, that usually leads to a really good titling topic. So my recommendation is that if you're in sports, don't leave it like an open-ended titling structure. Like, let's see, for example, don't leave it open-ended as far as like why Caitlin Clark shouldn't play in the WNBA. Try to pit like two parties against one another, where it's Caitlin Clark versus someone else, or it's Cristiano Ronaldo versus someone else. And that really helps with the aspect and you kind of fabricating a story that Caitlin Clark is going up against the WNBA, or Caitlin Clark is going up against Angel Reese. But sports has always been my go-to niche. I love sports. We've had a lot of students be successful in sports as well. And so if you're interested in something like this, hope you can get some takeaways from niche number 1. Now, niche number 2 is a mix between celebrities and TV shows. And so I too also have a celebrities and TV shows channel. But with this in particular, this is Bopping, and they currently have around 2.7 million views per month. And what's good about Bopping is that they tend to target specific trending TV shows. So a couple months back, Bridgerton was currently trending from Netflix. And so what they did was capitalize on everything related to Bridgerton. Now, on top of that, once the Bridgerton trend kind of like dies down, what do they capitalize on next? Now they're capitalizing on the fact that Blake Lively tends to be on the news a lot, just because the whole backlash regarding her most recent movie that she was in. Here you have some videos currently going viral for them where it'll kind of make you believe like maybe you want to make videos about Blake Lively, but the concept or strategy behind Bopping is capitalizing on trends. And so whatever the main trend is, I call that the tree trunk. Okay, so let me try to explain this the best I can. The main trend is basically the tree trunk. It's what everyone is talking about. It's what ESPN, Yahoo Sports, basically the major news outlets, it's what they're talking about. Now, the branches from that tree trunk are the stories, the fabricated stories that no one else is talking about that you can introduce onto YouTube. It really helps if this is the main story. I'm not going to talk about the main story, but rather what are the sub branches or sub stories that I can still take and spin from that other news outlets aren't talking about. So that's the kind of strategy that this channel here is doing, where 10 celebs who diss Blake Lively, Blake Lively being a bully, Blake Lively reacts to backlash. Those are kind of stories or sub stories that the major news outlets aren't talking about. And so that's the really good strategy that this channel is covering. So it's a mix of both TV shows that are trending and celebrity news that is trending. Now, moving on to the third niche, we have valid consumer. And I absolutely love this niche, okay? So I have a niche channel like this myself, except it's not completely faceless. But what I really like about gadget YouTube channels, or basically top 10 gadget YouTube channels or items from Amazon YouTube channels, is that they are very, very stable. And what I like also about them is that they tend to bring in a lot of search traffic, and search traffic is some of the most reliable traffic that you can get from YouTube. So I'll be going over another search channel right after this. But with valid consumer, they're getting around 1.5 million views per month. But in addition to the views, they're also getting a lot of affiliate income. So it's a very straightforward strategy here where you're trying to get views from the search algorithm. So when someone searches up best 3D printers, you want to rank for the term best 3D printers. When someone searches best fishing kayaks, you want to rank for the term best fishing kayaks. So it's basically a wide net of items or categories of items that you're targeting. And not only are you getting revenue from the YouTube AdSense part, but you're also getting revenue from the affiliates part. Now, the level one thing that a lot of channels do that are in the gadgets niche is that they'll usually affiliate with Amazon affiliates, and Amazon affiliates is okay. It's probably like the easiest converting, but it's also the lowest commission. If you can go the extra mile where, let's say, for example, you have this refrigerator here and you actually go the extra mile trying to partner directly with Samsung and they start to give you like a 30% commission. Amazon commissions usually range anywhere from like 2 to 5%. But if you can like up your commission from a 2 to 5% to like a 10 to 30%, you're going to make a lot more. And that's what some of our students have done, where instead of just affiliating with only Amazon, they would actually affiliate themselves with directly to the company so that they can receive higher commissions. So it's the best of both worlds here. It's stable. You're basically having a wide net of products to target. You're also getting affiliate income, and you could even get more affiliate income if you actually partner directly with the brands themselves. And that's what it takes to actually kind of run a channel like this one here. I really love this niche. I'll probably starting more channels within this niche itself, just because you can start making money even before you're actually monetized. Now, moving on to the fourth channel, it's still a search-based channel, but we have the Savvy Professor. So this one follows a concept of short search-based videos that people are targeting. So here you can see that some of their most recent videos are called How to Pay Discount Tire Credit Card, How to Pay Lane Bryant Credit Card, How to Pay Property Tax with Credit Card. These are all very small videos that these people are creating, but the idea is that they want these videos to be ranked in the search algorithm. So this channel here has about 18,000 videos posted, and they're getting around a stable 3.3 million views per month. So you can also add affiliate links to these videos as well. I've seen other channels do that. So you can get the best of both worlds, where you have AdSense revenue coming in, but you also have affiliate revenue coming in as well. But the strategy here is to target very long tail keyword phrases that people aren't making videos on. Like, I probably would have never thought to make a video called How to Pay Rooms to Go Credit Card. And so if they're the only ones who are targeting that keyword search phrase, they're just going to win by default just because they're the only ones targeting that keyword search phrase. So this is more of like a mass posting approach here, where you try to post as many videos as you can targeting all these different keywords and such. And you can see that right now they're trying to target everything related to how to pay your credit card with blank. And so again, that's something that I probably would have never thought of, but these short tutorials, if they're the only video talking about how to pay for Zales credit card online, they're just going to win by default. And if you kind of if you look at their most popular videos, their most popular video only has like 200,000 views. Now, if you compare that to a browse-based channel where their most popular video is like 3.7 million, a search-based channel like the Savvy Professor doesn't need videos to go viral, but what they need are videos to rank in the search algorithm. So it's two entirely different strategies at play here when it comes to starting YouTube automation channels, where one of them, you are starting a browse channel, you're trying to get videos to go viral, and then the other one, you're trying to get videos to rank in the YouTube search. And once a video ranks in YouTube search, it's a win for you, right? Now, for the last niche that I would recommend for YouTube automation, it is AI related. So this right here is AI Uncovered. They have around 800,000 views per month. Now, the strategy here at play is to target specific AI companies, software, or robots, for example. So the problem that I see when it comes to people who are going to the AI niche is that they target the front runners. So remember how early I was talking about all the major news outlets are going to be talking about the front runners. What you want to be talking about are the things that the major news outlets aren't talking about. So here you can see the strategy at play where they're talking about Grok 2, they're talking about Eliza, they're talking about Astra, they're talking about Runway's Gen 3 Alpha. So these are very, very specific AI softwares or companies that they're targeting. And that's something where if you can target upcoming AI softwares and companies, that's a really good strategy to have here at play also. So their videos aren't that too long. If you do decide to go into this niche, I highly recommend that you make your videos over 15 minutes long, and I'll be explaining the reason why shortly. But the play here is to target upcoming specific AI things in the AI niche, and not just, ChatGPT or Midjourney or Elon Musk. Those are all very front runner things. You really have to dial down and think about what are the things that are still trending that other people are basically the front runners aren't talking about. And so you can take a look at this channel if you're in the tech/AI niche, but it's also a very good strategy to just target anything that's up and coming. So the strategy of targeting things that are up and coming usually applies when I work in my TV shows channels, when I work in my sports channels, when I work in my celebrities channels. It really helps in that aspect. The last piece of advice I want to give you is something that I've been realizing lately, just because there's been a trend of my channels going up and down, and it's that whatever niche you go into, you have to take a look at your competition, and one way you can have the slighter edge over them is to create longer videos. So just by simply creating longer videos, you'll be accumulating more watch time per video. So if I have like a 5-minute video and you have a 10-minute long video, it's really, really hard for someone to watch the entirety of my 5-minute video, but all someone needs to do is watch 50% of your video, and in essence, you'll accumulate more watch time. So to simply put, look at your competition like AI Uncovered. If they're creating 10, 12-minute long videos, 9-minute long videos, aim to make over 15-minute long videos, just because you're going to be accumulating more watch time. If you want to make something like Savvy Professor, if they're making only 1 to 2 minute long videos, maybe you want to make 3 to 4 minute long tutorial videos. If you're looking at Valid Consumer, okay, if they're making 10-minute long videos, maybe you want to make 15-minute long videos. And again, the edge that's going to be given to you is that not only because your video is longer, it's because your video is going to be accumulating more watch time. Same aspect here. 8-minute long videos, 13. You can see that Bopping is currently making longer videos. What you want to do is make longer videos than them. All right. So I hope you found this video helpful. Those are my top 5 niches. If you're interested in our mentorship program, do check it out in the link down below, where I do go over on twice-a-week calls with our students, helping them out with channel reviews, thumbnail reviews, idea generations, etc. And I'm basically there to answer any questions that you have. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.